Well, as you may know, our news director, Brenda Danehart, is retiring after 43 years, and she's touched the lives of so many during this time as a co-anchor, boss, and mentor. I had the pleasure of speaking with just a few of the anchors and reporters that Brenda's had an impact on over the course of her career. One thing they all said, that she was the best at whatever she did. Many faces have walked through the doors of WTRF throughout the last 43 years. And the one thing they all have in common is having the pleasure of meeting Brenda Danehart.
Brenda was always gracious. She was always helpful. She was kind.
Just so passionate about the Ohio Valley, passionate really about us as people.
Brenda was so warm and welcoming.
She leads through kindness. And you know, that's never changed with Brenda with me. From the time I met her in 1993 for the first time working here until when I left in October of 2024, it was the same. It was the same Brenda.
For a select few, she was a co-anchor.
Brenda's a pro's pro. You know, when you were on the air with Brenda Danehart, you didn't have to worry. Brenda can stand there and she can tell you what's really happening and give it to you in a concise manner. And that was really fun to have those opportunities to work those telethons with Brenda, because that's a little more personal and it's not doing news and sports and things like that. And you're working for a good cause. It was about trying to raise money for the Easter Seal Center here in Wheeling.
I had the privilege of anchoring the 5 o'clock news with Brenda Danehart up until the time she became news director. And I remember we were sitting getting ready to go on the 5 o'clock news. We had about a minute to go, and she leaned over and said, "They want me to be news director. What do you think?"
Sure enough, she became that leader for so many others.
The empathy that she has is so powerful. She always approached a story, from a human angle, and wanted us to talk to people, get to know people, be a part of the Ohio Valley community. That's, the kind of journalist she wanted us to be.
You don't often see that kind of support. A lot of places you're so regimented and this is how it is and this is what you have to do. But Brenda has always been like my number one cheerleader in that regard, and she's been that way to so many people who she's mentored. That's such a valuable tool to have, because knowing that you have somebody like Brenda in your corner kind of makes you want to work hard, and it helps you drive to really make whatever project you pitch to her be a success.
For everyone, she's an icon.
Brenda Danehart was this icon as far as I was concerned in local news. And she had probably one of the most recognizable names.
This is amazing for these people that I know Brenda. And, what a neat thing for me to be in her presence and learn from her after she'd given so much.
Brenda Danehart is Channel 7.
Out of all of the hats Brenda has worn since her start at WTRF in 1981, reporter, anchor, host, news director, the title that's remained most consistent throughout her 43 years is being a friend.
She supported me both professionally and personally, and even after I left WTRF, we've stayed friends, and that's such a rarity to find a person in your life like Brenda, because she's a wonderful boss, she's a great mentor, and she is an exceptional friend, and that's such a great combination for anybody to have in their lives.
They broke the mold when Brenda Danehart became news director. I mean, I've just never met a news director quite like Brenda that could keep that friendship and maintain the respect and professionalism that comes with that, because that can be a difficult job to balance, being everyone's friend and being their boss. She did it meticulously.
She was always like, just really proud, so proud and excited, and you're going to go far. And that really meant something.
Brenda Danehart has been Channel 7 now for almost 45 years, I believe. And it's the end of an era, that's for sure. This is the end of an era for WTRF, and she has been a major player in Ohio Valley and Wheeling news now for nearly a half century. And that's something. And to have done it all in the same place, for the same television station, in her hometown, what a special time this has been for her. What a career.
And while we still have a few more days left with Brenda, make sure to watch 7 News all week long as we continue to honor the woman who inspires us not only to be better journalists, but better people as well.